If you want more such kind of videos, like my videos and subscribe my channel. Coming to second type of load, live load. IRC has given standard specification for the live load. Here, if you remember RCC, design of beams, design of slabs, live load, simply we take from IS 875 or sometimes just by experience 2 kilonewton per meter square, like that, live load. But here live load is due to the vehicles, because we are designing bridges for vehicles, and vehicles will be N type. It can be a small Maruti 800, or it can be a big vehicle like Innova, Fortuner, 4-wheeler. It can be a 2-wheeler, or it can be a bus, or it can be multi-axled trucks, lorries. So when we design a bridge, it should sustain all the types of loads. Fine. So live load here stands for vehicle loads. So Indian Road Congress Code has specified the following types of live loads in terms of trains of vehicles with a specified axle load. It has categorized the live loads into 3 types. For you as a designer of bridges, you are supposed to understand these loading specifications very well. And students, if you are watching my videos, it is allowed in the IRC codes, are allowed in the examination, but you should know what is to be checked in those code. So I will try to understand each and every load in a very clear manner. If you have, before watching my video, if you have a hard copy, please keep it with you and you can simultaneously watch. Okay, so Indian Road Congress IRC 6 has specified the 3 types of live loads. First, class IRC class AA loading. IRC class AA loading. Second, IRC class A loading. Next, IRC class B loading. So this is in the order of the weight, highest load, second highest and the least. IRC class A loading is also referred as 70R loading. Okay, some people refer it as 70R. IRC class AA loading is the heaviest type of load. This has been further classified into 2 types. One is tracked vehicle load, and the other is wheeled vehicle load. Wheeled vehicle load. So one after the other I'll explain you. It is not that easy. It is not just a number to take and put it in the design. We are supposed to remember so many things here. So tracked vehicle load, it is heaviest load. Example of this load is army tank. The total weight of the army tank is 700 kilonewton. 700 kilonewton. The total weight of the tank is 700 kilonewton. So this is the army tank. You might have seen army tank on the road, in the military areas, in the military camps. You might have seen somewhere. Sometime it may go on our ordinary roads also. You might have seen it. So the total load of this is 700 kilonewton. Okay, 700 kilonewton. It will not run on wheels. If you have seen it, it will not run on wheels. So wheels will be there, series of wheels will be there, and the 2 tracks will be there. On that track, this wheel will be rotating and the track will be moving. So this load is called as tracked vehicle load. So the track is in contact with the ground, not the wheels. Wheels are resting on the track. So the length of track is 3.6 meters. So you should remember this 3.6 meters. Because this track is in contact with the ground, you can see I have placed ground symbol. Okay, so this track is 3.6 meters. It has got 2 tracks. One track you are seeing in the elevation, the other track you cannot see. Fine. So there are 2 tracks which I can see in the plan. This is the plan. So these are the 2 tracks. Okay, these are the 2 tracks. Okay, so the width of track is 850 mm. That is also you have to remember, because the load is getting transferred to the ground by means of track. So how much is the load? 700 kilonewton. What is the contact area of the load? 3.6 meter, 0.85 meter. There are 2 tracks. So 700 kilonewton will be distributed by the 2 tracks equally. So one 350 kilonewton, the another 350 kilonewton. The length of track is 3.6 meters, the width of track is 0.85 meters. This 350 kilonewton is getting transferred to the ground through a contact area of 3.6 meters by 0.85 meter. Along with this, you are supposed to remember the length of vehicle 7.2 meters. Okay? Now, the distance between the track to track is 2.9 meters. This is also required to us. So 2.9 meters. These all details are there along with the figure in IRC code. You can refer it. Okay? So this is the details about the loading pattern. So you have to remember 350 kilonewton is getting transferred to the ground through an area of 3.6 meter by 0.85 meter. And this 2.9 meter is required for us when we want to design the carriageway width. What is the carriageway width? It is the width of road on which the vehicles move. Your road width will consist of the vehicular path as well as pedestrian paths. So the path or the width on which the vehicles move is called as carriageway. If you add pedestrian walkways also, then it becomes total carriageway. So this is carriageway width, clear carriageway width I can say to be specific. Okay. Now here you can see I have written something called C in the plan. What is this C? This is also very important. You have to remember this C is the minimum clearance, minimum clear distance I should say, the minimum clear distance between the outer edge of the wheel. This is the wheel, isn't it? The outer edge of the wheel and the outer face of the road. This is C. Okay, this also you have to maintain according to the IRC specifications. Okay, why we need this is when we design a bridge, we have to fix, as a designer, we have to fix the width of clear carriageway as well as the total carriageway. So clear carriageway means from here to the other end of the road. So for this I need to have C distance, and also minimum distance, there should be some specifications, otherwise the contractors will take their own specifications and it may lead to some sort of collisions with vehicles, collisions with the footpath. So C, again your IRC code has given the value of C. Okay, so you can refer, if you can remember it's well and good, but sometimes if you want the values, you can just refer the IRC, you will get from the tables the value of C also. The value of C, I am writing it here. So if your bridge can be a single lane bridge, your bridge can be a single lane bridge or it can be a multi-lane bridge. So first I will give you the values for single lane bridge. Means only vehicles in one directions are allowable. So this is clear carriageway and this is the value of C. This I am not giving my own values. This has been set by the IRC. So if the clear carriageway span is 3.8 meters and above for a single lane bridge, the minimum distance you have to provide is 0.3 meters. Okay? For single lane. For multi-lane bridges, obviously clear carriageway will be more than this. So up to 6.5 meters, up to, it can be, C value should be 0.6 meters. For above and equal to 6.5 meters, the value of C shall be maintained as 1.2 meters. So these values are required to fix up this carriageway width, because you can see this C plus this distance plus again C if it's a single lane plus width of curb and width of curb. This is curb. Curb will be 0.6 meters, 0.7 meters, 0.8 meters, maximum of 1 meter. So this total will give you the total carriageway width. So before designing, we need to fix up the width of carriageway. So I am repeating for you all once again. Class AA loading has again classified into tracked vehicle load and wheeled vehicle load. The example of tracked vehicle load is army tank. So army tank vehicle is in this way. It will not move on wheels, it moves on tracks, moving tracks. So the tracks, that's why it's called tracked vehicle. So the tank weight is 700 kilonewton. The length of track is 3.6 meters. To see the width, we should see the plan. So this is the two tracks. This is the body of the tank. So track width is 850 mm. So this 700 kilonewton will be carried by these two tracks. So each track will carry 350 kilonewton and 350 kilonewton. Together it is 700 kilonewton. Oh, through an area of 3.6 meters and 0.85 meters. Another thing you have to remember is the value of C. If it's a single lane bridge, 0.3 meters is the value of C. If it is double lane, then for spans up to 6.5 meters it is 0.6 meters. For spans more than or equal to 6.5 meters, the value of C shall be 1.2 meters. The last point you have to maintain is the distance, the minimum distance between the nose of one vehicle and tail of the other vehicle shall be not less than 90 meters. So all these more specifications are there which you can go through in the IRC code.